So long are the days of you not hitting your protein goal. We are going to change that forever right now, today. We're gonna go over all of the ways that you can boost your protein every single day, ways to make it easier, little hacks that make it so simple, just everything you need to know about increasing your daily protein intake so you can finally hit your protein goal. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Amanda. I am so grateful that you're here. Let's get into it. Let's chat protein. So let's be real for a second, bestie. There is a high chance that you are already not hitting your protein goal. There is an even higher chance that you're not even making it to 100 grams of protein a day. And it's okay. It's okay. We'll take a moment of silence for all of the days of missed protein goals, because those days are over. We're gonna increase that protein. But if you're not used to eating high protein as it is, if you're not even breaking 100 grams of protein a day, we're not gonna try and go from, say, 60 or 70 grams of protein a day to 145 grams of protein a day. You're setting yourself up to fail by doing that. So let's start small, let's start incrementally. First things first, I want you to set your new protein goal to just 100 grams a day. 100 grams a day is attainable, it's doable, it's a great place to start. It's more than you're already eating right now, and it's still going to make a huge difference. Any increase in your protein is a good thing. And once you get used to 100 grams of protein a day, and then we can bump that up to 110, 120, 130, 140, based on your fitness goals, based on what you're trying to achieve by eating more protein in the first place. But we gotta start somewhere. Now, if you're not used to eating 100 grams of protein a day, that probably still sounds like a lot, and you're probably like, okay, how do I get there? Let me introduce you to my favorite protein hack. It's gonna sound so simple and almost like common sense and duh, but just give me a sec, let me explain it. You may not have thought of it this way, and I promise you it's going to change the game for you. It changes the game for me. It helps all of my clients hit their protein goals. So this is how we're gonna do it. So you wanna take your protein goal, 100 grams a day in this example, and you wanna break it down per meal and 1 to 2 snacks. So every time you go to sit down to a meal, you have a goal for that one meal that is smaller, obviously, than your full day goal. But you're looking at that smaller goal when you go to eat a meal, and that's gonna feel way less overwhelming than going to eat a meal and thinking about all the protein you have to eat the entire day. So for 100 grams of protein a day, that's 30 grams of protein minimum per meal and a 10-gram protein snack. That is so attainable, and just viewing it that way makes it feel easier, less overwhelming. So say you sit down to have a meal, and the meal that you have ready is 25 grams of protein. In that moment, all you have to think about is how can you add 5 grams of protein to that meal to get it to 30 instead of looking at your entire day. Do you see what I'm saying? And adding 5 grams of protein to a meal is super simple. I'm gonna get to later in the video like a bunch of examples of ways to add protein to meals, but adding 5 grams of protein is not that difficult. And then that 10-gram protein snack, if you make that a protein shake, most protein powders, 1 scoop is at least 20 grams of protein. You're at 110 now. You're not even, you've already passed 100 grams of protein. So when we break it down that way, it just, again, makes it less overwhelming, it makes it feel easier, and it's way more attainable. Now, before I get into the tangible examples of ways you can boost protein in your diet, having a protein powder that you genuinely enjoy is huge. It is so important. Protein powder is going to be one of the supplements that I always recommend to anyone, everyone, all of my clients. I recommend that they all have a protein powder that they like, because protein powder, it just makes hitting your protein goal so much easier. Having a shake as your snack, again, will boost your protein for the day up by at least 20 grams, if not more, depending what else you add to that shake or that smoothie. So having a protein powder that you genuinely enjoy is super worth it. I personally use Legion. I have a code, I'll put it here. If you've never shopped with them before, it will save you money. If you have shopped with them before, you'll get double points, and it will support me either way. So if you choose to use it, thank you. Now, right before I get into these tangible examples, protein is so incredibly important for any fitness goal that you could possibly have. If you want to lose weight, you need to increase your protein. If you're trying to build muscle, you need to increase your protein. If you want a body recomp, you need to increase your protein. It keeps you full, it balances out your meals, it feeds your muscles. Even if you're trying to lose weight, having more muscle on your body is going to be a huge benefit to you and your goals. The more muscle you have on your body, the more efficiently your metabolism works, and therefore the more fat that you'll be able to burn, in the simplest of terms. So with that being said, some ways that you can add more protein to your diet. You could start doing this today. Right after you watch this video, you probably have a lot of these things in your fridge or in your pantry already, as it is. So you can just go get them and start doing this today. I have my little list right here, so that's why I'm looking at my phone, because I don't want to forget any of these things. Okay, number 1, use cottage cheese or Greek yogurt as a base for sauces and dressings. When I tell you this is a game changer, I mean, all of these things are game changers. I'm probably gonna say that like a million times. But it makes such a difference just to use that base, especially things that call for like sour cream or mayo. Just swap those out for cottage cheese or Greek yogurt. Boom, more protein. One of my personal favorites, and you don't knock it till you try it, is mixing cottage cheese in with your scrambled eggs. When I tell you that this is so good, I'm obsessed with it. I love doing that. I will also throw additional egg whites, like from the carton, into scrambled eggs just to boost up that protein without boosting up the fat content. So if you add in some liquid egg whites to your scrambled eggs and cottage cheese, bestie, that's a super high protein meal. You're surpassing your goal. Okay, another cottage cheese one. I'm sorry, but like I'm not sorry. Cottage cheese mixed with avocado makes you a high protein or higher protein avocado toast. You love avocado toast, just make some cottage cheese in there and now you got some more protein. Now it's a more balanced meal. You could probably also do that with Greek yogurt. I've personally never tried it. I feel like it probably would be good though. If you try it, let me know. Okay, next, if you have not tried powdered peanut butter, let me tell you. You can use powdered peanut butter for so many things. My personal favorites are to use it to make like a peanut sauce or throw it in smoothies. Now, why I like powdered peanut butter is, you know, I mean, I'm a peanut butter fan no matter what, but powdered peanut butter has less fat, less calories, more protein than traditional peanut butter. So if you're trying to fit some peanut butter into your macros, powdered peanut butter is the way to go. Another one that I do all the time is using plain unsweetened Greek yogurt in place of sour cream. It's like such an easy swap, and to me the taste difference really isn't that significant. Like I don't really notice that much of a difference. Tastes just as good, more macro friendly, more protein. It's worth a shot. All right, for my next tip, you might not have this in your pantry already, but if you don't, you should definitely get it next time you go grocery shopping. And that is bone broth. I love bone broth for so many reasons. It's great for your gut. It can help you with bloating, but that aside, bone broth, just a cup of it is typically about 10 grams of protein. So if you have a meal and you just have like a cup of bone broth to sip on the side of that meal, you're adding 10 more grams of protein. Or another option is to cook your grains in bone broth. So if you cook your quinoa in bone broth, you just added way more protein to your quinoa than it would have had if you cooked it in water. Love, 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 love bone broth. And then my final tip, another one that is a huge game changer that if you have not done this before, you should totally do it, is having an unflavored protein powder and or a collagen powder to mix into things. When you don't want a protein shake that has like a strong prominent like chocolate, vanilla, whatever flavor, and you want to just mix it into something and just boost the protein without being overwhelmed by the protein powder flavor, this is huge. I use unflavored collagen powder in my oatmeal literally every day. Unflavored protein powder for protein pancakes, amazing. So I think that's gonna do it. Quick little recap, make sure you break down your protein goal by 3 meals and 1 to 2 snacks. Start with 100 grams of protein per day if you're not already eating that, and then increase that in time. Once that 100 grams a day gets easier, then you can graduate to higher amounts of protein. And make sure to take note of all the hacks that I gave you to increase your protein, add more protein to your meals. Like I said in the beginning of this video, you are gonna hit your protein goal today. So long are the days of not hitting your protein goal. That changes today. You're welcome. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I'm happy to help you. If you are not already subscribed, make sure to subscribe to my channel. And if you like this video, hit that like button just so I know, so I can keep creating content for you guys. So with all of that being said, thank you for watching. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I'll see you in my next video.